So good afternoon and welcome to the channel, more specifically, welcome to this week's edition of Auction Fever. Staying alive. So, this now regular series is where I am on an online auction looking at cars that I've got a man in the hall, my man Will from Specialist Vehicle Purchasing, SVP. We'll drop the logo on the page, we'll drop it on the screen and probably a picture of his head somewhere. But he's in the hall, he's bidding up cars for us to put on the forecourt, retail propositions, nice stuff. That's going to be advertised for sale, you know, cars for the website, cars for the pitch, you know, the stuff that we sell every day. I've gone through the list, and again, this week, much like before, there is a particular car that has stood out that doesn't look like the usual type of thing that, you know, would be in this sale or the usual type of thing that we would buy. However, I've seen it, I've got a soft spot for it, and I want to buy it, and I'm going to try and buy it. But we're going to set a limit because I can't just buy every random car that I see every time I jump on an online auction every week, because we're just going to end up having a forecourt full of them. And as you'll be aware, we've reduced the size of our forecourt, we've reduced our stock levels, and we're now at a point where space is at a premium. However, I really want to buy this car as long as it's the right money. I think there may be profit in it, there may not, but it's a bit of a special thing. So, little history lesson. I used to run a Mercedes-Benz dealer. I used to run Mercedes-Benz UK, basically. I ran Mercedes. I was Mr. Mercedes-Benz. Now, I wasn't really, but back in 2008, I got headhunted. Don't worry, I didn't get killed. I got procured from a dealership to go and sales manage a faltering Mercedes-owned Mercedes-Benz franchise in Birmingham Central, and I was taken there to run the used car operation. We'd just come out of the credit crunch. I think it was the credit crunch then, and prices had been down. The site was performing badly. Got taken there, kind of cleared the stock, and away we went. Did well. But while I was there, it was the first prestige dealership I'd worked for. So historically, I'd worked for car supermarkets, volume brands like Vauxhall and Citroën. And this, in my mind, was my first opportunity in the big leagues. You know, so I was going to a big £10 million site, got keys to a Mercedes ML, brand new, like 50, 60 grand smoker, fuel card. I was living the dream. I was absolutely off to the races, you know, but one of the worst jobs I've ever had. I will just put that in there. But again, a story for another day. While there, fell in love with the brand, the three-pointed star, Mercedes-Benz, and still love them to this day. You know, so, but I'm going to tell you what I've stumbled across, and it's not the type of thing we were selling back there, because this is obviously a lot older. So once again, we head back to 1995. What a year. And again, 1995, there was some crazy world events going on.
Not guilty of the crime of murder.
What a cool year. Well, back in 95, I was 15. I was, you know, coming up to do my exams, GCSEs and the like. And Mercedes-Benz were producing the E-Class Estate, but a cool E-Class Estate with the big chunky lights. So it's a 95N E220 automatic petrol estate. Okay, so you may be thinking, well, that's just a petrol estate, an old estate car, but this one looks particularly cool. So first thing is, it's done 169,000 miles, so it's quite miley, but again, this was the generation where Mercedes built them to last. These things were bulletproof, bomb-proof, you know, proof that actually they genuinely don't make them like they used to, because look at this. So again, we'll share some pictures, but it's a big, chunky estate car. Again, the photos that I can see, it's very difficult to see how nice it is or not. I'm just waiting for a text message back, again, from my man in the hall. Shout out again to you, Will, my man in the hall, who's going to give me an honest report. It looks like it's got beige cloth interior. But look at that, as we head to the back of the vehicle, you pop the boot open and it's got the 7-seat option. It's got the 7-seat option. It's got that bench seat at the back so you can face backwards, so that if you were unfortunate enough to be in an accident and an HGV hit you at the back, it'll push you. You know, at least on the newer ones, I think when they've got forward-facing seats, you don't get to see yourself die. What we need to do, the important things that we always do when we get auction fever and it's an old car, is have a look at some of the information about the vehicle to make sure that we're making an educated bid and that we're not going to spend too much money on it, that we're bidding the right amount of money. So a few worrying things about this vehicle, first of all. So one, it has no V5. Not normally an issue, because there are various taxation services throughout the trade which will allow us to tax a vehicle without a registration document for a small fee. But it's got no V5, but more importantly, it's got no MOT. It's out of MOT. Its MOT has expired, and it expired, oh Christ, hold on a second, let's have a look when it expired. Ugh. Just 1 second, so we're gonna go into MOT history, just have a quick look. A useful government website. I'm sure you've all used it if you're in the trade, or even if you're not in the trade. Yeah, its MOT expired in January. January the 3rd, 2024. So I had a clean MOT in 2020 at 161,000 miles. Now, things may not be all that bad. Things may not be all that bad. Inspection report, it just says it's green, it's got 5 seats, even though it's got 7. Decent tread on the tyres. Let's have a look at the inspection report, because there is an assured report with it. So, no engine lights on, brakes work, everything works, suspension ride height, drive capable. Tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to save this image to the desktop so that we can share that on the screen again. N229 ELW report, so we'll just save that. So we've got a copy to share with you. It does say that the aircon doesn't work. Okay, I can live with that, but it does start, doesn't need a battery pack, no warning lights on, the actual lights for the car work. Importantly, the horn works, and the driver's seat adjustment works too. So what we're now going to do is quickly jump on to the inspection report as well. So we've done that. So inspection report is not a lot on there. So we're gonna head to the market. We're gonna jump on Auto Trader, which again, perhaps isn't the best place to sell a classic or a more vintage car, but it's going to give us probably the biggest spread of vehicles that we can look at in the quickest amount of time. So we're going to just do this exercise now where we jump on. And again, you'll be able to see this by the side of the screen. So we're looking at Mercedes. Now you see, it gets a bit tricky here because is it classed as an E-Class or does it list it as a 220? Let's just change the parameters of search. So we're going to look for vehicles from, we're going to look from 1990 to 2000. It's going to give us some cars. Okay, so we're going to go from price, low to high. And this is kind of how we research when we're researching retail cars as well. So we're going to have a look. So we need to look at body type. We're going to put estate in there because these estates, I'm sure, got followings. Only 3 of them out there. Here we go. Wow. Okay, so we have got today, as I'm looking, now by the time we upload this video and we actually re-go back on Auto Trader, the market might be a little bit different, but we've got an E230 from a private seller. That's a fucking hearse. It's a fucking hearse. It's a hearse. There's a fucking skeleton in the back. I hope this vehicle is still available when we pull the do the video. That's a hearse. Okay, so we don't want a hearse. The next one is a 280,000 mile L-Reg E320. It's on at $3,000. Wow. Private seller. And then there's an E300 SE, the 93 at a dealer on a 94M for $9,000. I don't want to give more than £1,000 for this car. I don't even want to give £1,000 for it. I'd like to be buying this car for £500 or £600. Let's just take E-Class out. And then let's just have a look at Mercedes estates from 1990 to 2000 and see what else comes up. So we've got a crusty old C there, different kettle of fish. Another, where's that saying come from as well? Kettle of fish, who knows? Anyway, we've got another one there. It says automatic estate dog car, 99 on a T, on at 1,500 quid. And then, yeah, everything else is kind of a bit rambly. And as I say, so I'm going to say it now, I'm going to put it out there, £1,000 is our absolute limit. There's going to be fees on top of that £1,000. Fees are probably going to be about £350, including delivery, and we will have it delivered because we don't want to go and pick it up, so it breaks down on the way out. We're going to be stuck. If they've got to deliver it, it's on them. Still 8 lots away, 9 lots away. But I'm starting to get excited. I think the word I'm looking for is it's auction fever. Okay. Lot 84, we're up next. I'm still waiting for the message. He sent me a message. 1 minute, I'll come back. Okay, here we go now. There's a few people sniffing around it. I've just had a little video. It looks okay, it's got a lot of rot on it, but I'm gonna shut up now. £1,000 the limit. Auction fever, here we go, guys. Come on, let's do this. Subscribe. Give us a sub, come on. Here we go.
Well, number 85 is the E-Class. Wow, this is a collector's item, this. £200 starts.
£200 starts.
£200 a bid, 1995.
£300.
3, 4, 5 in the room. 5 in the bound, 5 in the bound,
6.
6 online, 6 in the bound, 6 in the bound, 6, 7 in the room, 7 in the bound, 7 in the bound, 7, 8 on the net, 8 in the bound, 9 in the room, 9 in the bound, 9 in the bound,
£1,000.
on sale, 1 once, twice, 1,000.
Come on! Come on! Come on! Let's go! Come on! What? Sorry. Come on, let's go. £1,000 in the bag. Gonna kill the music, gonna kill the sound. Renona have bought another absolute stinker. Absolute stinker. Not sure what we're gonna do with it, but again, you get to see it arrive at Car Key. And equally, yes, even the Doge is loving it. She's loving it. We bought the car. So stay tuned. Give us a sub. We'll update once it's arrived. We'll send you a video. Not sure what we're going to do with this one, but what a beast. 7-seat Mercedes E220, 95 on the M, automatic. Come on, let's go.